Well, guys, we made it. Finally, another plush collection. This one is March, and I feel like I was the last. No, never mind. No. So, we're gonna start it, and before we start, I want to show you off these FNAF books I got. Like, I'm, I'm so excited to read this comic book. But I'm just telling you that because I'm just gonna show you these. But oh, but it's not about these books. It's about the plushies that I have. So let's do it. All right. So one thing I only bought one plushie this month, and it was a. I'm sure I could call a plushie, but it's mostly a plushie. But we got it's Speaker Man from the blind bag from the Skibidi toilets. Now, I didn't even want a Skibidi toilet blind bag, but I've been realizing that I watched Skibidi toy like a year, 2 years ago, and I still like it, and I decided to get a blind bag, and I was lucky to get Speaker Man because Speaker Man's my second favorite one. My first favorite one was Cameraman, but I don't care. I like Speaker Man. Even though the reason why I say he almost look like he doesn't almost look like a plushie. I mean, like he has a lot of detail, and also he's like a ginormous, but he still looks like a plushie. Yeah. So that's Cameraman, Speaker Man, Speaker Man, Speaker Man, Speaker Man. So let's move on to the customs. Okay, so most of these customs are like probably playtime, so I'm gonna show you off the first playtime custom I made this month, and it was Kissy Missy, which this month I was thinking of making probably playtime characters. I started with Kissy Missy first because I got a lot of pink, and I decided to copy that my Huggy Wuggy custom. I don't have him on me, so yeah. But I gotta add those little white dots on her eyes. But she looks cool. She's just a little plush. She's a plushie. The hands were a little bit smaller, I think. Or otherwise, her arms are bigger this time. I don't know. If I have my Huggy Wuggy, if I get my Huggy Wuggy custom back, I'll see which one. I'll see which one is different. Because Kissy is supposed to be smaller than Huggy. Smaller than Huggy and and less skinnier. So yeah, that's Kissy Missy. I'm gonna put these right here. I'm gonna put these right here. I can just eat. Okay, there we go. On to the next plushie, which I made the same day as Kissy Missy, and it was the one. It was Poppy. I kind of rush on her because I was making her at night, very late, but she still looks fine. I feel like I'm missing some details on her. Maybe like the cheeks on her face. I might add that. But she looks cool. I try to add I try to add her lipstick as a smirk, but it won't do that. The hair was the hair was probably a rush. Probably so the skirt and maybe our arms. But hey, it's just pop. Hey, she's just Poppy. She's cute. She's small. She's cute. She's small. Yeah. Yep. That's Poppy. Now moving on to the next 5 playtime plushie, and it's Chum Chuckins. Now I try to add this like my own design. I wasn't trying to copy Lefty plushies, but I feel like I copy him a little bit. I mean, he's like a jumbo plushie, and by the way, right, he can like sort of sit. And also the mouth is a little bit bigger than the one he made. And also, yeah, so that is it. Yeah, that's chim chickens. I feel like I need to explain more because I want to make this video a little bit longer. So basically, I was saving this felt for Choo Choo Charles, but I got a lot of red felt, so maybe I might have enough to make Choo Choo Charles. And I had to make another plushie which includes red. Red, I'm not gonna tell you about it, but eh, I can make it more red. So yep, that's chum chickens. And so so you've probably seen the chum chicken short. I did make a custom plushie that is related to my playtime, and I'm gonna show you it right now. And it was the plushie that I haven't finished, and it was Mommy Longlegs. She wasn't finished. I done her a couple weeks ago, and I haven't finished her because I felt like I felt like this design was a little bit too hasty. So I was thinking about it, and then I feel like I want to finish her. I'll finish her this month. But yeah, she looks cool. She's just a body and a head. Yeah. By the way, I don't know understand this part. I was gonna. This part was wrong. This part, the magenta felt is supposed to represent this, but I made it to the pink, so I don't understand that part. So yeah, that's why I made a mistake. And by the way, she kind of looks like a cart. She kind of looks like a cartoon, like a cartoon plushie. I'm not trying to make my plushies look like cartoons. I mean, Poppy almost looked like a cartoon too. And but that's her. That's mommy. I got her legs too. Let me get them out of here. So yep. So yep, that's her legs. These are the small parts are her feet, are her legs, and her arm. The bigger parts are her arms. This one is stuffed. I haven't stuffed the other ones yet. So let me put mommy right there. Put her legs right there, and there we go. There, perfect. Okay, on to the next plushies. Okay, so these plushies are like random and stuff. So yeah, plushies that I made, and I'll start with the jump. And I start with the jumper one, which is John Doe from Roblox Forsaken. This is my first time making a Roblox plushie. I think out Rainbow Friends, those are like plushies that I haven't made. So yep, that's just a John Doe. He's big. I didn't want to make him big, but he's big. But he's big. I wasn't to make him that big, but hey, it's alright. I don't know if I can give him away or not and make him a smaller one, but I still like him. This one was this one was kind of easy. I just had to. So he got the. I'll explain that later. So he got the arms. He got the legs. I had this. This spine was actually copied from Lizzie Plus Shoes. I don't know if he copied that or not, but it looks kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, you got the legs. By the way, this arm, I'm gonna explain right now. This arm was not a pain in the butt. All I had to do is just make it like this, but add a triangle on it and then stuff it. It's basically easy. By the way, I feel like he's angling the wrong way. Like he's angling the wrong way. I had to fix that. So yep, that's John Doe from Roblox Forsaken. He cannot stand. He cannot sit. So he's just there like that. Yeah. Okay, the next plush sheet that I have is it's probably my favorite one of all of my March. I mean my second favorite one. I'll show you my first one later. But it's Elbert the robot. I know some people call it Albert, but his real name is Elbert. Yep, this one was my own design. I mean, let's explain the head. The head was too wide, so I cut this part off, and it looks perfect. So as the teeth, so as the teeth, and you can see that I added extra fabric white. So yeah. By the way, I forgot to add his nose. I might add that later. So yeah. So I look at Fear Design. I look at his design, and I wonder. The chest was so thinkable. Like I want to add this like my own design. Like his chest was a big square. I could post that on the picture, and yeah. So it's like a square and kind of like a square, but it's kind of like a rectangle. It's like little wires pop out. So I decided to add this design as like a chest one. You know. By the way, the neck is connected into the chest. I copied the same. I know the same way as Let the Plushies did, so that's what I did. So, anyways, he's like another second drummer plushie that I made made. He got the legs. He got. I feel like this green fabric is one of those rough fabric material. Yeah, so I can't even. I don't have any. I didn't even have those green at the time, so I used the rough materials for green. So yeah, that's Elbert the robot. He looks amazing and yep, that's him. Yeah. All right, next we're gonna move on to the Trender Harrison and FNAF, which I only made one plush sheet of it. Let's start with the Turner Harrison. I know some of you are waiting for the last FNAF one, and you watch my short. No, he'll be reviewed. He will be reviewed later. Okay, so the first one you saw was Nerfbro, which a little fluffy little critter thing. I feel like Nerfbro wasn't supposed to be a Turner Harrison creature, but he is mostly like a Turner Harrison creature. Like he was like a little show, a little short, and then Trent Harrison made him into a monster. So yeah, that's Nerpo. He got the little alien head, and mostly look like a bear. He got those little he got those little floppy arms and legs and a little torso. He looks kind of cute. He looks kind of cute, and the big red nose and the little make it smile. So yeah, that's Marple. I feel like this guy is related to Bear from the Roblox from the Roblox game. I'll post the image right there. Yep, that's yeah. He kind of looks like that. He kind of, but he's a cool design. And I'm making more Turner. So yeah, that's my bro. I'm making more Turner Harrison creatures this month. Like one said make the little nuggies. I will be making them this month along with the lamp and Big Charlie. And another commenter said, can you make breaking news and a dolphin man? Breaking news might come in a few months and maybe I don't know about the dolphin guy. He could come out. He said after breaking news. So I don't even know yet. Alright. And lastly, we're moving on to the next plushie. The one that I made yesterday. The one that all you came to see. It is the Mimic. Yes. Finally I made the Mimic. I was saving this dark gray fabric for a couple of months, and I was ready to use it to make the Mimic. Now, I was hoping to making the actual Mimic, the Secret Mimic, but some of you made the Ruin Mimic before the Secret Mimic. But I decided to make him too. I did copy. The body was mostly some copy from Let the Plushies, but I used my own design. Like in the back, this was my own design, I think. Otherwise, I might copy him. The eyes were my design. The teeth were my design. The arms were my arms and the legs were my design. He looks amazing. He is a one and only the mimic. He is amazing. I love this plushie. He looks amazing. Like actually amazing. So yeah. So that is my March of 2026. Now now I feel like this is gonna keep growing bigger or lesser because this is all the plushies I made this month, and I haven't made and I was picking on making another plushie today, but he might be added in the April one. But we'll see. So anyways, that is it. I'll see you later, and hope and by the way, my next video will probably be Babysitter 2 on today or Friday, I think. I'm kind of busy today, but kind of not. So yeah. So anyways, I'll see you. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Peace.